It's funny because my astrology streams don't get as many views as my drive to work streams. When I'm driving to work, I get tons of people, like, and I'm just ranting and talking about nonsense. And then, like, what my channel's mainly about, I don't get that many views on, but that's fine. I probably can't hold people's attention too well with what I'm talking about here. And I'm on my computer as well. So I've been trying to use OBS on my computer to stream, but because my computer's older, I have to use like an older version, and it's kind of complicated, but it does work. So I'm just going to see if I can pull up my channel so I can see the chat on my computer. If anybody's paying attention or watching. For watching. Give me a like, say what's up. So we got one game early here. And the Brewers are pretty big favorites. I just gotta have a couple of things open so I can end the stream, because what I'm using to stream from, when I end the stream, it doesn't work perfectly. So let me just listen to this as well. Can you guys hear me? It's not very loud. Hold on. Hello, test, test, test. Is this telling showing the chat? Show chat. I guess I just gotta talk loud. I can't see the chat like this. What is this? Oh, I guess this is the chat. Okay, somebody drop something in the chat so I can see this is it. I can't really look at it when I'm looking at the screen. All right. So, I'll just go over yesterday what I did in my Discord. So if you want to get in my Discord, you just gotta get in my Patreon, and you can get in there. But I don't really care that much if you join or not. So I had the Orioles game, and I put Orioles money line. And what I do is I just break down like the rising signs. So we have Libra rising, Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde. That throws a bunch of stuff. Hey John, ominous. Let me see how it looks on this. Howdy. All right, you can see it on that. That's pretty cool. So now I can, going forward, use that for the chat. Yeah, and so when things aren't retrograde, I was noticing that the moon sextile Saturn, which is Lord 4 here, was not going the way it's supposed to according to the information that I've been given. But I because I have this Discord, and I've been doing this for so long, I can search my Discord and see what works and what doesn't work. So as I'm learning, I got all these changes that I've done, and so I predicted that the Orioles were going to win. And I thought they were going to run the second inning, but I didn't get to pay attention to the game. But the first inning actually had some runs in it, and I didn't say that first inning yes or no because I wasn't quite sure. And I think that the aspects that I saw that were going to happen in the second inning actually occurred in the first. But also there was stuff in the first, like right off the top, that I thought was going to happen. And then I did some transit props, and so I was like, because if you look here, it says Uranus was square the vertex, applying really, really tight, 0 degrees in 3 minutes. And I said, I'm liking left field because Uranus represents the left field. And I said Loreno RBI, and he actually just went and he hit a home run. So you can see he led off with a home run, I think, if he was first. Or no, he wasn't first. He RBI'd someone in. So the left field is represented by Uranus, and he got a home run. And then Gunnar, I was thinking Gunnar might get something, but I didn't specify what. And he did get an RBI. He's not that good this year. Hey, last year he was crushing it, but he's not that good this year. So today, I'm thinking in the Marlins game we're gonna have Pluto, which is third base. This guy might perform well, and he's not someone that's very good. But I don't have the lineup yet. I'll check to see if the lineup's on. But it's his name was Graham Pauley, and let's go see if they have the lineup yet for the Marlins. No, they don't have it yet. But like you can see that this Graham Pauley, usually he's third baseman, and he doesn't do very well. I don't know if he plays that much. 98 at bats. How many do you get per game? 4 minimum or 3? So yeah, I don't think he plays that much. So he must have just got called up, but he might have a good game today. And he could get a home run. A square usually has something happen because let me go back. So this is a square. So the moon is square Pluto. The catcher could also go off because the moon is the representative of the catcher, but usually it's the moon, which is the transiting planet, over the birth planet, which is Pluto, which is represented by third base. So like you can see this Uranus one from yesterday when it was a square, right? And the moon moves way faster than any other planet. So we should see the third base or the catcher do something. I'm thinking third base. The other stuff in here I ignore because I checked the following day to see if these are still applying, and they are. But this moon one isn't applying tomorrow. Alright. So yeah, and then I put it in MLB isolated because this game starts and there's no other games going on concurrently. And when that happens, the astrology is more effective, like the method that I've been taught or that I learned. I wasn't necessarily taught, I self-learned. And then okay, so then this is from yesterday too. Oh, wait. And then yesterday I got wrong the Tigers game. I thought the Tigers were gonna win. The rising sign was Sagittarius. It's almost void, so like when it's within 3 degrees of changing signs, I write void. So that's my break timer. Gotta start another one. I call it a void chart when it's within 3 degrees of changing signs. And Sagittarius and Gemini are the lords. So like Lord 7 is going to be Mercury, which is retrograde right now. So it was Sagittarius rising, Mercury retrograde. That's all I'm noting because Saturn's not involved, even though it is retrograde. Actually, I should have noted it because the part of fortune is in Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. And then it was a default chart, meaning that naturally just the favorite would win. So, and then I wrote Mercury. When Mercury wasn't retrograde, I reversed the chart, so we go reverse back to Tigers moneyline. Okay, well, yeah, this one's confusing because the Tigers should have won. So what I'll do going forward is when Mercury is a Lord's, when Mercury is in Lord 7, I just won't reverse it. And then and then my pal Rensu here, he's a sports decoder as well. So if you're just tuning into my stream, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. There's a whole community of these people that use numerology and alphanumeric codes to predict the outcomes of sports. People think it's rigged. People think that certain groups of people control what's going on. When it comes to sports being rigged, likely it is. I have no way to prove it, when you watch the NFL, you can tell that it's rigged. That's the most obvious one. The NFL is purely WWE, in my opinion. It's hard to tell the rigging in NHL and MLB, but it's clearly happening. And then people think that the numerology is being done by insidious groups, or an insidious group. Like this one community that does what I'm talking about with the alphanumeric code, they strictly think that one community, one secret society is running all of it. I don't necessarily agree, and also I don't have any way of proving it. People make assumptions, right? They think that the numbers prove something when it's just an assumption. You don't actually have any hard evidence of anything. So, and then I have the MLB non-isolated. I didn't have enough time after what I was doing yesterday to continue with the rest of the games, and I had Capricorn rising, Saturn retrograde, and we have Jupiter inside the 7th. And then I noticed that when Jupiter is on the 7th here, just inside, it's acting like the moon would, because the moon rules Cancer, and that's where Jupiter is. And so it's acting like the moon would. So I'm treating it like it is the moon here, and then I'm reversing it because Saturn's retrograde. And it's significant because Mercury always goes retrograde. Saturn doesn't always. And so that was my logic for this. And just as long as that Jupiter is going to be there in the 7th, and I'm gonna say that the favorite wins no matter what. For now. And then so I had cards, and then they won.
I used to be in your Discord, Acon 11. The numerology is very important, so is the astro. But this isn't the right kind of astro to use.
Okay.
It is rigged, but I think that each game is following a ritual for a certain deity.
I mean, that's the thing, is you don't really have any... You can assume that, right? You can assume that. You have no idea. You actually have no clue. It's just all based on assumptions, which is a fallacy. But like whatever you believe is what you believe. There's a thing called an egregore, which is a magical term, where is what they think that is happening. If you type an egregore, Google what an egregore is. People think that that's what's happening. You're like you're creating some sort of like energetic monster or something. Oh yeah, I remember Acon 911 now. Yeah, you're using harmonics or something like that. More power to you. It's going over my head. And I don't have time to figure it out. Okay. So let's update this back up. Okay, we got the lineup. So who's third base? Yeah, this Poly guy. So this guy should have a good game. I don't know. I don't see any numbers for him. I think his at bat would be 131. His next one. Graham Poly. Okay. All right. Let's go to do another game here. Oh wait, was I looking at? What was I looking at here? Oh, I was gonna see if Milwaukee. Oh, I didn't see anything from Milwaukee. This game could go under. But I don't know what the over-under is right now. And I'm not going to pull it up. Okay, let's go back to the regular chart. I'm going to put the window down here on my truck. Well, yeah, you should make videos. It's probably going to go under then, I think. The 5th house tells us. So here's the 5th. We have Saturn, and well, actually no, nothing's in the 5th, but it's ruled by Mars, which is conjunct the South Node. Yeah, might go under. This sort of thing is new to me, so.
Message me on Discord, I can show you proof. The answer is harmonics.
Just make a video, dude, because you explained it to me and I couldn't get it. You should make a video. You should make a channel. because I didn't get it. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy that you got 5 for 5. Were you around when we were hitting those first inning runs that were like people were cashing like huge? Anyways, okay, next game. So what is the next game? I don't have to pull up something. Alright, so we have at 4:40 in Pittsburgh, at 6:40 local. The D-backs are favorites for the most part. It's kind of iffy, isn't it? What does the score have? What are you guys seeing for the odds for the Diamondbacks game here? Minus 120. Okay, so I think Diamondbacks are likely favorites here. Okay, it's in Pittsburgh. What did I say? 640? Sorry for moving around the screen too much here, guys. Yes. I actually want to. I want to make a. I want to make a call-in show, like so we could do a Discord call-in show. That's why I was trying to get OBS fired up and working. I could do it from my phone, but it might be complicated. But I can't do it right now because I'm just on like data, and also I'm on a pass point. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, just keep it to yourself if it's working for you. Yeah. Man, I don't have any time for anything. That's why I do this at work. I get home and I'm just like with my kids until they go to bed, and then when they go to bed, I'm constantly like right now I've been constantly working on my vehicles and like buying tools and stuff because I'm planning on flipping vehicles as well. And I also want to get a used car that has high horsepower that has a problem, so I can fix it, use it, and then sell it. And I'm thinking a BMW 335 XI. Or even the 328, because there's a lot of 328s. Okay, so here's the Pittsburgh chart. Capricorn is rising. Cancer's in the 7th. That's always annoying. This is the hard one. And let's see what the chart are doing. So this is just a default chart. So I'm just gonna search what I did with Capricorn rising. Okay, so we're just gonna go with the favorite here. Let me know what you think there, Andrew. Who do you got, Andrew? Today for you got the Pirates or you got I don't even know who they're playing. The Diamondbacks, yeah, I said that earlier. So it looks like the Diamondbacks are gonna take this, in my opinion. What are we at? Diamondbacks or Pirates? What do we think? I'll do the transit chart because that's been pretty accurate. So I'll look at the Diamondbacks first. They have a solid birthday. The Pirates, they're like a really old birthday. The right date. Check. Why is it wrong? Today's the 26th, isn't it? No, it's the 25th. Yeah, that's right. Okay. That's another thing, you guys. When I'm doing this shit, I always fuck up the date. So if you see me doing this stuff and you check out the date, just make sure I'm getting it right. So the transits are, they always change the date on here. I don't know what's up with this website. 25th July, 6:40, Pittsburgh, and then we want Phoenix. Their birthday is when? It is Phoenix, right? Do I not have them in here? Or were they called the Arizona Diamondbacks? Yeah, oh yeah, here it is. March 9th, 1995. Okay. March 9th. What time were they born at? 102. So the astrologer who figured all this out, he kind of has these like patterns that he uses for their birth times, and it's pretty accurate though. It works out usually. All right, so what am I seeing here? So the Venus is so far what I see. So like what I'll do here is I'll open the next day, same time, and then compare the two, because, and then just eliminate what's similar. Those applying aspects that you see when there's a little A there, that's what you want, and but they could apply it like all the way into the next day. So this one is main planet aspects, right? And then I'll go main planet aspects here. This is for today. And then I'll just look at them, the two here in this small screen. So Mars, it's going to be ongoing. So nothing, all that stuff in there is going to be there tomorrow still. Okay, and then this one. Okay, so we have Mars is opposing the MC. That's not going to be happening tomorrow. So Mars opposite the MC, it says it's applying and it's minus 2 to 28 degrees. I don't get it. Why? How is it applying if it's minus? But it is. See, and then here, it's not on there. So Mars is opposite the MC. That usually causes something to happen. So we'll keep Mars in consideration here, and then we'll go down to the other aspects. See how I'm like moving the screen because I'm trying to get the tabs button to open up. Okay. So Jupiter, Mars, portion, Saturn, the Sun. That's a sextile. Uranus. What's Uranus doing? Squared Chiron. So I don't know anything about Chiron. So I think Mars here. So who's the shortstop for the Diamondbacks? Let's look that up. Oh, Darryl, he's good. He usually pops off, right? Just make sure. Here, 72 RBIs. I'll just put his name into the basic thing here.